Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Building with BdoubleO. A lot has changed in this city since the last time we uploaded. Some of it resource pack related, and some of it just a lot of building. On Saturday last week, we did a stream and we were doing interior design stuff, but as streams go, not a lot of progress. So I just ended up spending a lot of time by myself decorating out the city. And I think at the end of the episode, or near the end of the episode, we'll kind of start going through. And I want to show you a lot of this stuff because each one of these buildings has a lot of cool things inside of it. And a lot of little details that I'd really like to show you guys. The village has also, the villagers are taking off. There's a bunch of villagers, and there's actually cats and 2 iron golems. I shipped a villager over here from the village over there, and a natural villager came in and really started. They were all very attracted to him, and it just exploded. The population exploded. But today, I want to do something that last episode we did, I made the episode. I felt like this is not good for YouTube. It's not an example of how a YouTube video should be done, but I'm going to do it anyway. And this that video ended up doing very, very well. So we're going to do that again. We're going to break the rules and do something you shouldn't do. And today we're going to talk about something important. This is not something super exciting or anything, but it's very it's going to help you knowledgeably. You're going to learn a lot today as far as building, I think. I remember I watched a video from an artist who I've brought up in the past, a concept designer, Feng Zhu Designs. It was Good Times with Scar. I recommended this guy to me a long time ago, and he's mainly a concept designer for like movies and stuff. I think he's done concept design for Star Wars and other things, video games and stuff. He talked about form versus function in design, and that plays a big part in what we do here. Form and function. And I want to give you some examples of that using bamboo. Now, I've made this huge bamboo farm. This is not full height. I actually lowered them and just put some leaves on top, and I think it looks really cool. Also got a little bit of a reed farm over there, but both of these are going to kind of do a similar thing. By the way, these pink leaves, this is dark oak leaves, but I've got it set to where in plains, only in plains will dark oak leaves do this, because we've already got a leaf. The oak leaf, normal oak leaf looks exactly the same, so why not make some good use out of it? There's a cat! There it is! Hey, little cute cat, you beauty! Welcome to my world. Make me miserable. All right, but I'm going to get this basement cleared out. We're going to really dive into this form versus function talk. All right, got this basement kind of, it's whatever. It's a basement for right now, and the goal is not to look beautiful. The goal is to kind of get, we're talking about function here. The best example I can think of for form versus function is let's say the BlackBerry versus the iPad or an iPhone. An iPhone is a prime example of form being a priority. And as technology kind of advances and you get smaller, chips and stuff like that, graphics cards can be smaller and whatnot, you can start to make the form be more of a priority. But when you have not great technology, when the technology is not great, the actual... let's see, can we go like this? I think we can go like this, to be quite frank with you. Redstone genius with B-dubs. Oh yeah, baby. I am a redstone genius. We used to not have this observer block. We would have to do like bud switches and stuff back in the day. And now we have the observer block, and we can prioritize form a little more. We can make it more compact. But before that, yeah, it's working. Good. So this is a farm. This is a bamboo farm. This is bamboo farm kind of prioritizing function over everything. This is saying we're going to say that we need pure function. But what ends up happening is the form is not very appealing. I certainly wouldn't put this form of this farm up here. I wouldn't have this out in the open. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look awesome and doesn't appeal to the eye as far as design and stuff like that. And because the technology of Minecraft and stuff, this is why things get a little confusing when you're building in this game. Because the technology, my voice cracked, it isn't super advanced, we're limited as far as what sort of form we can have here. Now, at the same time, it can look kind of cool. Like, you can do this stuff. Some redstone contraptions end up looking very, very cool. Let's make a hopper real quick. Blink. And we'll put the hopper into a chest. So we'll put 2 chests right next to it. And this is our form, right? Let's just put the chest right here. That'll be good. We'll do a double chest. Hey, ha! I did it wrong because of this crazy mess that we got to go like this. Then there we go. There we go. And then hopper and track. This is all too high, isn't it? No, this is perfect. I did a perfect job. All right. Track and a hopper minecart. And I got to make another hopper. Ugh. But look at this form. It's gross, right? We're prioritizing function, and I'd say this is an example we'd use is this is like our BlackBerry, right? There's no touch screens back in the day, so you had to put the keyboard right on the phone, and that can look cool. That can be a cool look. Now, sometimes this is not the best, right? Because they stick on there, but it'll work. It'll work. This is function over form. This is going to work really well, but it's not going to look very great. Now, let's say we think about out here. We want to display something. Now, obviously, right? We can just go through and just knock out all of these, and that's a farm. But think about processing, right? What's something that we can display? This is how you have to think when you're decorating. You have to think, okay, what would the process be, right? Let's forget function completely, and let's worry totally about form and look. We're thinking like an iPhone now, okay? Or an iPad or something like that. So I worked out a little bit of a design. All of this stuff we will use for our form. So let's say after the bamboo is collected and harvested and stuff, we dry it. We dry it to get it to look like this. So it has to go through a drying process. So we're going to make a little bit of a drying thing. This is primarily, we're thinking all form. We want it to look beautiful. We want it to look very nice. We're going to totally disregard and ignore the function. And I think that's when things start to get really good, and when you start to open yourself up to really good build ideas, is when you ignore function completely. And you just think, let's make something that looks really cool. So we can go like that. We turn these a little bit. This does nothing. This does nothing. But you look at it and you're like, okay, that's like a drying rack for these things. You start to get a little a bit of an idea of how this could work. Then we maybe make another level here and put these on top of here, and then we can put some trapdoors on top. Let's see my skills. Let's see my skills. Aha! I broke it. Let's get up here, actually. Oh, it didn't break that. That's nice. All right. We will go here. Yes! Perfect placement. All right. And here. Ha ha! I opened the door. And perfect placement once again. First try as well. And then we'll just kind of cap it off, right? Cap it off like that. And I broke a bunch of bamboo. Okay. But here, we are prioritizing form. And that did end up, I didn't end up getting this piece. There we go. But look at this. Now we're talking. And you can even, I mean, if you want to, you can get crazy. You can put some frames on the bottom there and put some bamboo in that. It doesn't look super great, but it does a thing, right? This serves no purpose, but this is using bamboo. It's thinking about bamboo farms and stuff, and it's saying this is pure form. Forget the function. And I think that's what we have to do in Minecraft from time to time, is we have to forget about the function. Totally ignore the function like we have in the basement. This is all function down here, right? All function. And of course, it's working perfectly. Maybe. But one day it'll work nice. Maybe it needs a skylight. But either way, use it as an example, okay? I'm no redstone genius. I'm a build master. Ignore the function. We get so locked up in this game on function. What needs to be done to be most efficient and we kind of forget about the form. So now we're talking, huh? You got a couple of these racks set up, a couple of these drying racks, and all of a sudden you come into this backyard and boom, you get greeted with kind of a cool thing. You come out the door of the backyard, it's like, oh yeah, you look at it, it draws your attention, you look at it, you see, okay, I see what's going on here, and it makes sense, right? It's a little well, this is like, it does, who knows what this could be for, but you get it, right? This is the sort of things you got to do in your world to add immersion. Paths are another thing. Minecrafters, we want to just what's the most efficient way to get from point A to point B? Straight line. But curve that baby. Curve that baby. Forget about function and worry purely about form. We kind of just ignore the form in a lot of cases, and we miss out on opportunities. So don't do a straight line. Zigzag that baby. Now you start to get something that really makes you excited. By the way, look at this. Look at these bad boys. Huh? I got them facing the right way. The sunflowers, they used to face that way, but now for me, they face west. That took some finagling, but we got it. That's beautiful. And if I didn't mention before, there's a ton of resource pack stuff that I've done. Resource pack update is on the Patreon right now with all this good stuff. We'll talk about that at the very end of the episode. But I hope you guys take that seriously. I B-Dubs jokes around a lot, But look at this. It's working perfect. It's working flawless. 2 bamboo. It's going to be 1 million at some point. It's beautiful. This is important, This is life or death. No, it's just one of those things that can really help you if you can wrap your mind around it. Taking a dip in the pool. If you really wrap your mind around it, it changes everything. It's one of the biggest things that changed my Minecraft mentality and helped me kind of turn around as a builder. But let's tour some of these places now. Let's go in to some of these places and let's see what we got. So this is the Cherry Blossom Brewer. So this is a small brewery in the farming district where some of the workers will come. And Cherry Blossom Brewer, because it's right by these cherry blossom trees. A couple of kegs here and, a little bowl for some sake, low seating. With some things to match, and then you go down in the basement and you got some kegs and stuff for brewing and whatnot. Not crazy, right? We could go forever on this stuff. We're limited as far as detail blocks go. But tons of people, tons of guys in the Shepherd's building now. That's my building. We don't have to really go through there. We decorated this on the stream. Cluck, cluck, yokers. How did you get out? Did that guy get out? Cluck, cluck, yokers. He did get out. How? They opened the door. You opened the door, jerk. Why'd you do that? Oh, man, but that's working wonderfully. We did that last episode, and I made this little thing, throw chickens in, let them grow up, and then I get my feathers. But we decorated this out. Someone, I forget the name, had the idea that this guy's a little bit of a mushroom addict. So let's do, in his spare time. So let's do a little mushroom growing station in the basement. And ideas like that really add to the immersion and stuff. Here's his bedroom and upstairs. Nothing super exciting up there, but I thought it was kind of cool. This is the lumberjack, Chippy's Wood. This is Chippy's Wood Shop. Here he's got a ladder that he's made. He's working on crafting a nice door here and a trap door and some planks and stuff. Just things out on display. And then, of course, we're storing actually everything in the backyard. All my wood stuff is stored back here. Hey, listen, sorry, but I should have let him live, actually. Just trying to display lumber and wood all over the place in the back. A little saw right there. And then his upstairs. Let's check his bedroom out. He got some clothes hanging up to dry. It's beautiful. He's got a little gold there because he's rich from everybody needing wood all the time. So that's Chippy's Wood Shop. This is the butcher's place. A small little place to cook some food and whatnot. And then you go out in the back and gross. He's got a smoker here and a little place to carve up some meats and stuff and a little meat closet. Cold little, thing made out of cobblestone for him. He just sleeps on the main floor, not a very big building. This is, I haven't named this one yet, but this is a pigman place. And he's raising pigs. He's raising some pigs back here. And they got some food there and some carrots growing to feed them. And that's where I'm keeping my carrots and stuff, which is kind of nice. Unfortunately, he has to keep the poop in the house, which is a little sad, but, got to do what you got to do. Beautiful view of the flower farm up here as well for him. And that's his place. We haven't named it. If you think of a name for Porky's, well, should we name it Porky's? Maybe. This is the reed shop. This is not reed shop, but this is, he's got a reed farm. And so in his house, we do a lot of reed things. So here we did kind of a similar thing, but we got some reeds just hanging up, one by the fire to kind of dry out. And then paper, lots of paper, anything that you can do with reeds, right? But then also he has a basement full of sugar. Sugar down here, that's just decorative, purely decorative. No function, purely form. It is sugar in the basement, paper products and stuff like that for him. And then this is supposed to look like bundles of reeds. Some more sugar out here. And then, just filling up this stuff with reeds. So that's where I keep that. And then a little wheelbarrow out here with some sugar on top as well. That's his place. This guy, just a worker. He just works for somebody around here. And we just try to decorate it out, make it look as nice as possible for somebody in the lower class area. This guy also just a worker. Nothing exciting in here. Just doing his job. Working his little heart out. This is the Fletcher's shop. And we worked on this last time on stream as well. Little bench out front. What is this? Fletchy's bow and arrow shop. So we've got a little thing. I thought, something to where you could pull the string and make the arrows and stuff would be cool. A little bow right there. Then a bunch of bows. That's not your Discord. That's mine. Bunch of flint stored here. And then, my Discord's going crazy. And then down in the basement, a bunch of... you got a shovel here. This is actually form and function. And this is the ideal, right? If you can get form and function, you're in a great spot. This is form. He's just got a bunch of gravel down here. But using a shovel, you can go through and grind out some gravel and get some nice flint for the bows and stuff. And here's a little area in the back to test out the bows and whatnot. I think it's kind of cool. Now, his bedroom is actually, there's no access from the inside. You have to go up on the outside to get in. And this is his bedroom that we decorated on stream together. Good night. All right, and then here is we kind of saw this, the bamboo shop. We've just got lots of scaffolding out on display, some bamboo, some string, and we're storing that stuff outside as well. We've got a bedroom up here with some iron ingots where he's counting his money and whatnot. Very cool. I like it. I like it a lot. And then we just worked on a little thing for his basement that we're not really going to mess with too much. And that's the full tour. That's the full tour all the way around. I think it's looking really nice. Lots of stuff. I think I've shown this place off, right? This is Die's Tint Shop. This is a little Overwatch reference, even though I've never played that game. And just lots of stuff in here to decorate it out. Big thing for storing. I got all my dyes over here, and his upstairs is looking pretty nice. This is one of the bigger houses because dye is very important in this area. You have to have some beautiful dyes. Look at this fireplace, though. These corner fireplaces are beautiful. I love them. They're so nice. But yeah, so he's got kind of a bigger place set up. But anyway, that's kind of where we're at. I didn't really do much with the city. I didn't do much interior design in the main city. I just focused on that farming district. You're stuck. Here, let me help you. There you go, buddy. You're free. You're free. All right. But I think it's looking really, really nice around here. I did decorate a little area here, kind of like a statue that people can sit at and meditate or whatever. I think that's kind of cool as well. But that's it. That's it as far as update around here. All the work BdoubleO's been doing. Another cat! Okay, that's fine. Hey, what are you on the roof doing? I love this, though. This is life in my city. I'm so happy. This makes me feel pure joy. But this area is just such a huge focal point for me, right? The cherry blossoms. It's essential. And I think the dark oak leaves out in the plains works. And then you put a bunch of cherry blossom leaves down on the ground. You switch this over to vanilla texture pack. It looks perfectly fine. It just adds a little something for those of us in the know, those of us little secret keepers that we've got the BdoubleO's resource pack on. We see something a little bit different that other people don't see. But as you can see, I've got a ton of brick here. I've been smelting brick like crazy because I worked on the brick texture. I'm going to do an inventory cleanup, and we'll talk about this a little bit more. We're going to take our good friend Climb 5 out for a little ride today over to the land of Ivy Rose. Hi, leatherworker, having a special day? Doing good leatherworking? I sure hope so. These guys, their numbers are depleting. They're dropping. Oops, I got off the horse. Sorry, Climb 5. They're shrinking. But we're going to head over there. We're going to show off some of the stuff that I've done in the texture pack, which is, I mean, we've seen some of it, right? Water, I'm working on those colors. It's dark, trust me. It's jarring, but I'm just letting it sit for a little bit. A lot of little things, but here's some really cool stuff. We're going to actually stop on the bridge here, and we're going to take a little look at this forest biome. So, Climb 5's gone. He's vanished. He's totally gone forever. But that's okay. He'll come back eventually after a fun relog. But check this out. Forest biome, leaves on the ground. I think some of this stuff, jars. You're jarred. You're jarred initially, but stop it. Don't judge early. Sit back and enjoy. When you walk through a forest biome, you just get a little bit of leaf clutter on the ground. And I think it is glorious and gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I love it. Not to mention birch forests, which hopefully I can find one. Not in this world, but I can find one to show you guys what that looks like, because it looks amazing. Okay, Climb, where'd you go? Where are you? Climb? Hello? Climb? Hello? I did a relog. Climb? Oh my goodness, way over here. Okay, all right, that was a little dangerous, but look at this view of the city. This is why I lowered the reeds, or the bamboo, so you can kind of see this is the road you're going to take coming in. You just get a little peek of it as you're coming in. I think it's going to be glorious, but we're heading over to Ivy Rose. I want to show you some stuff. We're going to start working over there pretty soon. Uh-oh, I just remembered I forgot leads, so I won't be able to... Oh, man, I love this area. This is so nice. We'll just go this way instead of taking the boat way. We'll go up over here. I've been working on the brick texture, along with many, many other textures, but this is... Oh, this lead thing. Where can I put you, Climb? Will you be good and stay in here? Let's hope so. Yeah, we did it. Wonderful, 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 wonderful job. Don't leave, okay? So here is a look at the brick texture. This is one of my main areas where I'm going to use brick. And I think, yes, it's naturally kind of ugly in vanilla, but I think when people use it, it still looks good. And you like, oh man, you know what? I should start using brick more. So I've kind of made it it's a lot more varied. We're going to go into another world where it really showcases it. But here you can see I've also made it to where when glass connects to these terracotta bricks or blocks, it makes a little bit of a brick texture on the outside. I think that's very nice. By the way, if you're out there copying, stop it. All right, copycat, do your own thing. There's a couple of copycats out there doing this exact same stuff as me. I got to make them stop. But anyway, I think it looks really, really cool. You see it, I mean, some of these are sand, you know, but yeah, it looks really, really cool when it's up against that. I want to show you on the back side of this. Once you start popping bricks into this is what this area really, really needs. And something that in vanilla textures, it looks good too. So we'll knock out some of these blocks and watch what happens. Watch what happens when we do this. Huh? Oh, yeah. Oh, that looks so cool. Doesn't that look like a really cool Tuscan style thing where they kind of slather the stucco over the brick? I think that's so nice. So I wanted to show you that here because this overlay texture doesn't work in the build that I have to show off to you guys. It's in 1.15 with bumblebees. Look at these adorable cuties. Huh? If you didn't know, bumblebees are coming to Minecraft 1.15. And I've just been messing around with some stuff. My world's pretty glitched because the honey level goes up. The more flowers are around and stuff, they go into the thing, and then you hear them buzzing. Oh yeah, he's got pollen on his booty. Look at that. Isn't that adorable? Look at that. And then when it gets filled, when a honeycomb or a beehive, this is actually called a bee's nest. This is a beehive. When this gets full, they both should act the same. To the level 5, they start dripping. Isn't that crazy? I love it. But they get a little pollen on the booty and then they go inside there. Pretty cool. But these aren't changing for some reason. I don't know. Messing with that a little bit. Oh, you heard that boop sound? That's them going in. These guys are a little stuck and glitched. That's okay. They're fine. I think they're adorable. But here's a little show off of the brick texture. Oh, man. I'm just messing with ideas, right? Just trying some things out. Like I said, here we don't have that overlay thing, but it still looks glorious. And I think this is just so nice. To be able to do normal brick stuff or brick builds, it's something that just expands any builder's palette. I've been working on Prismarine. This is a Prismarine brick stair. Prismarine brick, but I think it makes for a really nice roof block. It's pretty much the Prismarine design. Like, they were very close. I took from the Prismarine design and just shrunk it down a little bit and kind of made it looks very much like a roof tile. And don't copy! Stop copying! But let's do a switch. Let's switch on over to vanilla and look at it, okay? I want to show you. Look at this, okay? Right, okay, I get it. It's not as pretty. It's not as glorious and perfect and beautiful, but this is something that if you were on a server with somebody and you walked up to this, you get the gist. Frozen bees, stuck, stupid, break my immersion. Hey, there you go. All you got to do is me being to them. You walk up to this. This is cool. I mean, obviously, this building needs more detail and stuff, but this building here with all the depth and stuff, you start using new blocks and you know, to everybody else, you still look like a build master. And that's what I want with this pack. I keep saying, I want everybody to look like a build master. Break your palette up. Use more blocks. But then, as I said before, we got our own little secret here. We've got our secret, beautiful style that we're looking at. I think it's so nice. I'm so excited about it. Let me find a birch forest for you guys real quick. Look at this splendor. Isn't this gorgeous? Yeah, I think it's so beautiful. This makes me love. I've never thought birch forest is anything interesting at all. All of a sudden, what's the problem with it? Why not love it? All of a sudden, it looks super nice. Well, if you're building in a birch forest, guess what? You got orange leaves all over the ground. But still, I think it's super cool. I think it looks really nice. This is one of those things, you know, I put this stuff out there. I try this stuff. We give it a shot. And if I get a lot of feedback from you guys, especially on the Patreon, that's where I'm looking for feedback and stuff. If I get feedback where you guys are like, no, I don't want it because of this reason, and there's a lot of people saying the same thing, then we remove it. But for my sake, I feel like this is just gorgeous. I love this. A little addition. I think it's super nice. But anyway, that's up. This is up on the Patreon right now. Those of you that are supporting on Patreon for that lowest tier, head on over. Give it a download, baby. You are going to enjoy yourself. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for swinging by today. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope you had a great time. I hope you learned something. Send me pictures of you putting this stuff in place. Send me pictures of you using the resource pack. I love that stuff. Leave a like on this episode for me if you did enjoy it. And we'll see you in the next episode.